All right, people. This is my first live stream on this channel. I have multiple videos, but let's talk Trump. Let's talk about what's going on here in Trump land, Trump's world that he has created, and about Trump supporters and Trump, aka haters. So there's this notion that what's this? Oh, cool. I guess I'll do Dream. No. Glamour? No. Dream. Or Beam? Nope. 8 millimeter? Yeah. Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, but anyways, um, there's this whole thing where before Trump became president, he was reeling about Hillary and her emails and stuff like that, and all this locker up type crap. And before that, we had the whole birthers thing and how he was saying Obama it's not a native of America and all this other type of junk. And then when he gets in office, now he wants everybody else to kind of play fair. And this is how I look at it. I feel that he is reaping what he has sown. And this is just who he is in nature. He stepped into a pool of sharks, and he was not trained on how to deal with them. And he went in thinking that, oh, this is easy. All I got to do is tell the shark to do this. And it's just not that. He's in way over his head, way over his head, way above his pay grade. And I understand. I get it. The people that voted for him, they wanted something new, something fresh. And he basically just told them what they wanted to hear. He like how I probably would have been, would have told people a little bit of what they wanted to hear, but I would have been a little bit more honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm not arrogant like this guy. If I don't know something, I'm gonna be quick to say I don't know, and I'm not gonna be out there talking about I know, everybody knows. My vocabulary is beyond very, very good and very, very sad. So when it comes to Trump, he's very, very sad. Uh, it's a travesty what the White House has become, uh, and how people had badmouth Obama, really the alt right. A lot of Trump supporters dogged the mess out of Obama. Said he wasn't, he was incompetent. He didn't know what he was doing, blah blah blah. But then they see this guy, and really deep down inside, I believe these people who are sticking by his side are loyalists, and I would chop the 50% of the loyalists in half and would say that a lot of them are loyalists because they're embarrassed. They're too prideful within themselves to say I made a mistake. They're just like Trump. Just like Trump. They're just like Trump in the sense that when Trump is wrong, he doesn't know how to handle it. He doesn't know how to say, oops, I made a mistake. Just like how his supporters are. His supporters are the exact same way. Or not all of them, but some of them are like the same way. And that's why they stick around. Because they do not want to say, I was wrong. This wasn't a good idea. I made a bad choice. And then the other 50%, those people are just, they don't care. They are blind, and I believe there is something mentally wrong with them. And then I hear how they say, oh, they won't let him, run the country. They won't let him be president. Who's holding him back? I mean, golly, he's already proven that he can do whatever he wants. He's tweeting all the daggone time. I mean, like the guy's tweets are petty tweets, man. Like the guy gets up there and he tweets the dumbest stuff. He doesn't tweet anything that's really beneficial to the nation, really, in my opinion. And he's just not presidential material. And he's so far from the grade and the level of professionalism that Obama had when he was in office. Just not touching him at all. So I think that what will happen at this point, dealing with the whole tapes, or I don't know why they say tapes, because he said tapes. How about just say recordings? But I guess that's too many syllables for news to get the point across. So they just want to say tapes and you want to attach it back to Watergate. I think that you have a case of a man getting in office who had no idea what he was doing, swimming with sharks. He got cut, and the blood went out in the water. And instead of getting out and patching himself up and getting taught on how to swim with the sharks, he just stayed out there and continued to get, nibbled at a little bit at a time. And more blood fills up the pool, and the sharks are just going crazy. And he's just making a big mess out of himself. He's going to be eaten alive. That's straight up what's going to happen. Trump is going to be eaten alive. And the people that are watching that are supporters and non-supporters, they're going to be like, wow. Like this guy has destroyed himself. And especially his supporters are really going to have a hard time owning this. Like, think of all the Trump bumper stickers that are out there for when Trump goes down. Like, are they still gonna have them bumper stickers up? Are they still gonna keep them yard signs? Oh, Trump Pence, Is it really gonna? Like, Obama never had this much trouble ever, and he was considered new on the scene. Like, people was looking at this guy like, where did he come from? Like, he's, he just kind of snuck up out of nowhere. Yeah, you're right. He came up out of nowhere, and he made it happen. So big kudos to Obama for making it happen. But you have this case that's going to be built against Trump, and he's going to go down for it. I really honestly believe that. I don't think that this guy has a chance to make it out alive, because he just cannot keep his thumbs to himself. Like, he's going to wind up spilling the beans even more on Twitter as the case is going on. That's just his nature. That's what he does. That's what he do. You know what I'm saying? That's what he do. And I think that he's just reaping what he sowed. His mouth got him in trouble. His mouth got him the presidency. Gave a bunch of bullcrap, speeches. And the people that have good sense heard the bullcrap. Like, they just saw the BS just falling out of his mouth. And again, I have a couple of people who are Trump supporters, or they voted for Trump, and it is a burn on the inside. Like, I want to ask them so bad, so bad. But I want to ask them, like, what's your thoughts on the president? Like, you voted for this guy, you want him in office. He said he was going to get stuff done. He could do whatever he wants. I mean, he could ignore all this stuff that's going on and just president, do his thing, like, be calling shots and everything else, and let them do like okay, y'all do you. But I'm not worried about the Trump Russia gate. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the American people, and he is not doing that. And I'm like, dude, you are failing miserably. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's very, very interesting, and I just have to fasten my seatbelt and continue watching. So I'm out. Again, it's my first live stream on this channel. Just wanted to test it out, see what it's all about. Peace.